It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 29th of May. I'm Michael Groff. Get ready for the hottest temperatures we've had so far this year. An excessive heat warning is in effect through the weekend. Temperatures approaching record highs today and perhaps on Sunday as well. But then some relief in here for next week. And could that be accompanied by just a little bit of rain somewhere across the state or maybe even here in the valley? Let's get into it first. Yesterday in the valley, 109 degrees, the afternoon high, 79 the morning low. The normals are 99 and 73. And outside now, here just before 11 a.m., sunny skies out there, and we're already at 100 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 40. Humidity 12%, the winds are light, and the barometer 29.90 and falling. Temperatures around the area this morning, yes, already triple digits on the board. 105 at Collier, 105 in Surprise, 107 in South Phoenix, 99 in Arcadia, 101 in Avondale. And the upper air look shows you why we are roasting. A big ridge here over the southwestern United States. There's an upper low just off the southern California coast, and that will have a small impact on our weather as we go through the next 24 to 48 hours. And we'll start to see more troughing along the west coast as we head toward next week, and that will ultimately help to give us some relief from the heat. Here's the watch warning map, and of course, we have an excessive heat warning in effect for the valley, and that extends through 8 p.m. on Sunday. Other locations experiencing excessive heat warnings include Tucson, Yuma, Quartzsite, Parker, Kingman, Las Vegas, Imperial, Blythe, and much of eastern Riverside and Imperial counties. Now, those areas you see west of Maricopa County, those heat advisories will be allowed to expire today, but of course ours continues, as mentioned, through Sunday. Here's the convective outlook for today. The standard slight risk of severe storms to include much of the Northeast, including Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., all the way up toward Buffalo and Syracuse, New York. A marginal risk in the adjacent areas and another marginal risk zone well to the north of Arizona over the Pacific Northwest and through the interior regions. Here's the tropics and the East Pacific. Now we have a tropical wave that's shown to have a 60% chance of development over the next 48 hours. And so we'll have to watch this area of disturbed weather. Even though it's well to our south, if we do have persistent troughing along the west coast, we could see a more significant moisture tap from this feature. So we'll keep an eye on it. Speaking of precipitation, checking that out for the next 7 days, the outlook from the WPC. No rain expected here in the valley and not a whole lot statewide, but light precipitation nonetheless. Anytime we see anything here across our state this time of year, it's always interesting. So amounts generally under 1/4 or 1/10 of an inch for the eastern mountains, the southeastern portion of our state, and up along the rim. All right, let's get into the details of what's happening. We'll look at the models, see what the future may hold. Here we go to the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. There's the upper ridge here across the west, our area of low pressure off the southern and central California coast, already beginning to lift to the north and east. Kind of a southerly flow developing over the southwest U.S. So down at the surface, sunny skies for us today and hot. Highs 109 to 112. The record high for today is 112, so we could very well tie it. And isolated showers and thunderstorms over the rim country and the eastern mountains of our state. But the key word isolated, and even if you see the storms, they'll be mostly high-based, generally just producing wind and some lightning. All right, tonight, the skies start out clear, but we'll see an increase in clouds overnight, becoming partly cloudy. And moisture increases just a little bit, dew points creeping up to around 40, maybe even getting up to around 50 by sometime during the day tomorrow, as a little bit of surface moisture makes its way in. But overnight lows should generally be in the 70s to low 80s. And then tomorrow, partly sunny skies, isolated thunderstorms in the high country. Highs a little bit lower, will generally be around 106 to 109. Same thing on Sunday, 106 to 109 with isolated storms over the eastern mountains. And let me show you, this is the precipitation coming off the SREF, the Short Range Ensemble Forecast. And there's a few members that try to show some very light precipitation here in the valley. And so that's mostly tonight or tomorrow sometime. And I guess we could see a shower that sneaks in someplace, but I think the chances of that are very low. Although some of the ensemble members in the GFS think a little bit better of that, and we'll show you that in just a moment. All right, let's get back to the GFS here for Monday. And that area of low pressure that's off the California coast now is long gone, but it's replaced by another deep low that begins to drop in for the early and middle part of next week. So southerly flow continues, isolated thunderstorms over the mountains. We are partly cloudy and high temperatures backing off a couple more degrees, generally around 105 to 108. We'll lower temps a few more degrees on Tuesday, partly cloudy skies. Isolated storms continue to our north and east. Same thing on Wednesday, slightly cooler. High temperatures pretty close to 100 and partly cloudy skies. And same thing on Thursday. That upper low now coming into the southwest. And there's quite a bit of model spread here. So there's a high degree of uncertainty as to how this system evolves. Temperature spreads among the ensemble members range from the low 90s all the way up to around 105 in Phoenix. So obviously our forecast is a little sketchy out here. We're going to go with high temperatures under 100 for next Thursday here in Phoenix with partly cloudy skies and storms perhaps not too far away, widely scattered thunderstorms in the northern and eastern portions of our state. All right, let's go out to a week from today. This is Friday, the 5th of June. Troughing now over the Pacific Northwest, and a broad southwesterly flow should dry us out at this point. High temperatures pretty close to average, upper 90s to near 100. And let's go out 10 days to the end of the period. This is Sunday, the 7th of June. Troughing north of the state, broad west to southwest flow should keep us dry, temps pretty seasonal. Taking a look at precipitation coming off of the GFS ensemble, and as mentioned, almost all of the members are trying to bring in at least some very light, measurable rain here in Phoenix sometime tonight, over the weekend, or perhaps sometime next week. Most of them have it in the next 24 to 48 hours, though. And again, we're not talking about anything heavy, but it's very interesting to see so many members on board with at least some very light precip in here. I really don't think we're going to see anything widespread if anything happens at all, but I guess it's conceivable one or two spots around the valley might see something over the weekend or perhaps into early next week. We'll keep you apprised of that situation. The European ensemble is not nearly as bullish. There's 51 members here and only about 10 of them show any measurable rain at all. The bulk of them show us staying dry. All right, let's check out temperatures off the national blend of models. It's got us at 112 today, which would tie a record. 110 on Sunday, which would break a record. I think we're going to stay shy of the 110 mark on Sunday, but it'll be very close. And then a little bit cooler as we head into next week. Cooler, I don't know if that's exactly the right word. How about less hot? All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video scheduled for Monday morning. Of course, updates before that if necessary. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe out there. Drink plenty of water. Stay cool. Watch your kids around the swimming pools, and you guys have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.